What are you doing here?
I was, going to ask you that same question. But I guess I can figure it out. You know, on my own. You and Olivia work together, right? Since your new company doesn't have any office space, I guess this is as good a place as any to work together. Here. Right? Isn't that right, Joshua? It's not that difficult a question.
Get this necklace clasped? I would ask you to help me, but I'm afraid we'd end up in bed together again. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Well, I guess I got the answer I needed.
I didn't want you to find out this way.
I came over here to, tell you what happened when I went to see Marissa.
Dear.
I delivered my little bit of news and got a little news myself, so I guess I'll just be late.
Reva, wait.
Why don't the two of you just stay up here and I'll go downstairs so you can be alone?
No, you know, that's really not necessary.
Just give me a minute to explain, please.
There's no further explanation needed.
Go. Go after her. Go. Dear.
I delivered my little bit of news and got a little news myself, so I guess I'll just be late.
Reva, wait.
Why don't the two of you just stay up here and I'll go downstairs so you can be alone?
No, you know, that's really not necessary.
Just give me a minute to explain, please.
There's no further explanation needed.
Go. Go after her. Go. Just come back to me when you're done, Josh, please. Come back to me. I'm sorry.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Yeah. Okay. No. It's okay. I can be there. About 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. It's Mara. She says it's important.
Go. You need to go. I'll be fine.
I'll call you.
Sure.
Later.
Okay. You know, I don't know what you said to him, but I do know you. You're not going to bow out gracefully. But if you give a damn about Josh, you'll stop thinking about yourself for once and start thinking about him. Can you do that? Why don't you just leave him alone, Reva? Just leave him alone.
You want me to leave my husband alone because you've been with him, what, for 5 minutes?
I've been with him long enough to see all the pain you've caused him.
You don't know anything about us.
You want to know something? You're right. I don't. I've only witnessed the latest hell you put him through. I can't imagine what the last 20 or 30 years were like. Josh is with me now, all right? But I guess you could see that.
What are you afraid of?
What?
Well, you think Josh is over me, that he doesn't want to be a part of my life anymore, so what are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just sick of watching you hurt him. That's all you ever seem to do.
And who made you to the authority, You're hanging on awfully tight, Olivia.
No, Reva, that's you. You never let go. What is it with you, huh? You need every man to stay in love with you. Is that it? You know, it's interesting that you didn't go after Richard until he was with Cassie, and now you're chasing after Josh when he's with me.
You keep saying that over and over again, and you'll start believing it.
He is with me, Reva. And if you cared at all about him, you would just let him be happy for a change.
Why don't you let him decide what he wants?
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. But then again, all roads lead back to you. That's what you think, right, Reva?
What I know is that Josh and I haven't worked through everything yet. And we're not as over each other as you might want to think.
No. What you don't seem to want to believe is that he is done with you. He wants a life separate from you more than anything else in this world.
So what, you're his spokesperson now? You know that much about him?
Well enough to know that you're not good for him, Reva.
Oh. And you're the cure for everything. How could I forget that?
Yeah, well, why don't you give it up? Okay? You ruined his life once. I'm not gonna let you do it again.
Josh doesn't need your protection, Olivia.
No, what he doesn't need, Reva, is your grief. Nobody does. Okay. You want to know what I'm afraid of? I'll tell you. I'm afraid you're going to draw him back into your life again and just cut him off at the knees, because that seems to be your M.O.
If you're worried about Josh dealing with his problems, then that's your problem. But I have no intention of throwing away my marriage just because you want me to.
Don't you get it? Don't you understand? You threw it away. All right? You left your children and Josh to go off on some fantasy island search with a prince.
You know why I had to do that. You know how I left things with Richard and Jonathan.
Oh, right. Right, so you just had to fix things for them. Is that it? No, this is what I guess. I guess you went down there and you saw how great everybody else's life is. Jonathan's, Richard's. He has his princess now and his son in a way, and you just saw that there really wasn't anything there for you anymore.
I can't believe you, of all people, are saying this to me.
So it didn't work out. And you decided to come back and just take back everything you tossed aside.
I did what I did so Josh and I could move on, but I wouldn't expect you to understand that. Not now.
Josh has moved on. You walked in on another happy picture, Reva. And you don't fit in.
I will fight for my marriage and my family.
You do that. You do that. I'm just telling you what Josh has told me. He wants a life separate from you, okay? Why don't you just get it? He doesn't want you.
Because he was in your bed. You think that's moving on?
Because he's with me. You know something? I have been cleaning up your messes. I have been cleaning up your messes like I've always had to do. Not just with Josh, but with Mara, too.
With Mara?
Yeah, with Mara. Oh, that's right. You were down there working on your town with some college kid. Was all over her refusing to hear the word no.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I fixed it. You can't just tune people out, Reva, when you don't need them, and tune them back in when you do.
You don't think I know what's going on here? All your little jabs? Cleaning up my messes again?
Yeah, we're talking about Josh and the pain you caused him.
Where are you?
We're
About
talking about
revenge. Revenge. You think I screwed your chances with Richard, and now you think you can do the same thing with me. You know, let's be totally honest with each other. I think you resented me that whole time we were supposed to be friends.
You know what? Believe it or not, I just wanted Richard to be happy.
With me? What do you want me to say, Olivia? That I'm sorry that Richard didn't love you? Or that I had the life you wanted? Or that I'm sorry that I have the life I have here?
How about how sorry you are that you never appreciated any of it, Reva? How's that?
Well, at least we're being honest.
Why don't you get over yourself? Will you do that for me? This has nothing to do with a stupid payback game.
So you think it's just a coincidence that you're going after my husband?
I happen to care about Josh. I've been caring about him the whole time you've been putting him through hell.
And doesn't that sound the least bit familiar to you?
Well, maybe it's just a legacy you leave.
No, maybe it's what you've created for yourself. But I'm sick of the Mender of Broken Hearts routine. I know I made my mistakes, but I'm trying to fix them myself.
Well, it's too late. It's too late. You are getting what you deserve this time, Reva. You're getting nothing.
And you say the past has nothing to do with...
I don't care what happens to you. I don't. I just want you to get out of the way.
For Josh's sake.